Hey everyone, Rob McPherson here from Owl Dragon Adventures, and just wrapped up day one of PAX yesterday. I was going to put up this video last night, but instead I went to bed because sleep is very important. So we are moving into day two of PAX Unplugged. I've got Saturday ahead of me. Today I actually don't have any meetings set up, so if you want to meet up, go ahead and leave that in the comments. But I do have a RPG that I am running today, so I'm going to run the Cosmere RPG for some people today at 3 in the RPG room. So I'm excited for that. It's the first time I'm going to get to run that system. Really excited to get to play it in my favorite book series. So yeah, so I just wanted to give a quick recap on what I looked at yesterday. And of course, my Kindle turns off right as I'm about to read from my list of things. But so let me just run through what I looked at yesterday. I will try to do a better recap when I get back home and I'm not sitting in a little hotel room filming off of my camera, filming off my phone. So my first meeting yesterday was with CGE. It was a really good meeting. Always loved talking with them and meeting with them. They showed me Wispwood, which is one of the hot games from Essen this year. So this is a tile placement game. So you're placing them in a grid, and you've got these wisps that have scoring conditions that everyone gets handed out their own unique scoring conditions for the different wisps. And you're kind of filling out the grid with trees, but the trees clear between the different rounds, and you're building a 4x4 grid and then a 5x5 and then a 6x6. So you've got to meet these scoring conditions throughout the game. Haven't gotten a chance to play it yet, just got the demo, but I do have my copy now, so I'm going to go ahead and take a look at that when I get home, and I will get a bigger review out for you then. Next up was SETI Space Agencies. This is one I was really looking forward to taking a look at. So this adds asymmetry to an already fantastic game. And if you've watched the channel at all, you know that we love asymmetry here. So this adds asymmetrical powers for your space agencies. You're going out and seeking life in and outside of the solar system. But the other cool thing that it adds that I didn't know about is that you've got these starting cards that gives you kind of a jump start on your agency, we'll call it. And what it does is it actually removes the first round of the game. So you're now only playing through 4 rounds instead of 5. So it streamlines the game and makes it play a bit faster, which I love the game. I love the length of the game, but I'm really intrigued by getting that jump start and just kind of diving right in. So I'm excited to bring this one to the table. I met up with a newer designer, self-published, Brother Ming, and got to demo his new game Rematch, which is coming out to Kickstarter in February. And this was a fantastic little game. So it is a classic puzzle fighter. So imagine you're sitting in an arcade, you've got your quarters, he even has the quarters as part of the mechanics of the game. And you're sitting down and you've got, you're just fighting against each other, and you've got these different powers that are able to. So it's just like you're sitting in an arcade, even down to the buttons or your health, which is really cool. So there's some really great things about it. So as I said, it's a puzzle fighter. So there's a tower that you're gonna drop the marbles into, and you're actually drafting marbles as they roll out, and you're coming up with these patterns, and it's orthogonal patterns. So I mean, it's a classic puzzle fighter if you ever played one of those, but you're using these gorgeous marbles that are really tactilely satisfying to play with. And you can fire off your red, your yellow, or your blue powers. They're all different powers that you get to do, doing damage to your opponent. And depending on how many marbles you get orthogonally to each other that you're collecting, you get to do more and more powerful moves. One of the cool things about it too is it's got a track in the center that shows your characters, which are kind of aesthetic, but you also have these fans that you can collect along the way and put them behind you. So you got fans rooting for you as you go. One of my favorite parts about it was that the health dials are those different arcade buttons, as I was telling you, and that when you break one of them, you don't lose the game right away. So you have 3 different health dials, but you break one of them, and it means you can't use those powers anymore, but they short circuit, and you can use them to bridge and connect more marbles to get more and more powerful moves. So it kind of escalates as the game goes on, but then you have to spend quarters in order to stay in the game. So that's kind of your lifeline, is more the quarters than the actual life bars. Really clever game, very well polished. There's going to be 6 characters in the base game that's coming out. It's going to be at the $90 price point, which for the quality of components coming out, you get these clear acrylic standees for your characters. You've got the beautiful marble tower. You've got these beautiful marbles that roll out. Really great price point in my opinion. Or you can go up to, I believe it was, I think it was $150 tier. You're going to get 2 extra characters in there. With stretch goals, possibly up to 4 extra characters. You're going to get an art book, kind of behind the scenes stuff there. So I'm going to toss the link to that down in the description below. Definitely be sure to check it out. If you like arcade fighters, this one's a must grab. Really, really good game. I swung by Chip Theory Games, and they've got a lot coming out in their 20 Strong series. So if you are a fan of 20 Strong, the next year or so is going to be really, really good for you. So they've got Tanglewood Rose, which is going to be an exclusive apparently, but it has broadened out. That is available here for the first time at PAX Unplugged. So if you got the other versions on Kickstarter, but and you liked those, or you're just getting them now and you want to play more, Rose is available here. It is also going to be available on the web shop for their holiday sale coming up starting, I think you said next week. Days mean nothing to me. Yeah, next week. That's Black Friday. Yeah, that makes sense. So go ahead and grab that. There's also the Cloudspire deck that is hitting everybody's doors right now. From the Kickstarter there. So if you have gotten that, let me know how you think of that so far. It's a lane battler, just like Cloudspire. It sounded pretty clever. You're using your spires as kind of a tower defense more than the true lane battler as you get in the full game. But that one sounded really cool. Something really exciting coming out from them. They have partnered with Awaken Realms, and they're doing 20 Strong decks for the Awaken Realms games, which is really exciting. And it's probably going to get me back into playing 20 Strong. So there is the first one that got demoed was the Nemesis deck, which is the first multiplayer 20 Strong. So each person is going to play a different stat, I believe is the way it was described to me. But multiple characters, but you still have that semi-co-op experience. You're going through the rooms, you're exploring them, you're escaping aliens or fighting off the aliens, and you will have hidden objectives, and the hidden objectives from Nemesis, like be the only survivor, still do exist. So there is ways to kind of mess with your fellow players. So that one sounded really clever. The one I am most excited about, though, because it is one of my favorite games from Awaken Realms, is there's Tainted Grail. So this one, it really excites me because the thing that they brought over from Tainted Grail that is going to play a part here in the 20 Strong deck is the key system. So as you're playing through your abilities and everything, you still have the keys that you're matching up that's going to go ahead and unlock those abilities, which I loved in Tainted Grail, and I'm really excited to see here. I got a preview of the Dragons of Fetchinbone, which is going to be fulfilling fairly soon. I did back that. I have the original version of it. That is the kind of a roguelike, I think we're going to call it. A battler as you're fighting up through dragons and everything. There is some gorgeous artwork in this new edition, in this PVC cards. Great box. The expansion looks great. And I did also get a little preview of the Felines of Fetchinbone, I believe is the parody deck of it, with some really adorable cats in there. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. Really good game. Play it, love it. Sitting right behind the camera right now. I always bring it with me when I'm going to a con, so I'm excited to get my upgraded deck. I did swing by Envyborn Games and pick up Hercules and the 12 Labors, both for myself and for Scott. Looks really, really good. I've already talked about that in a previous video, but new thing coming out is Jason and the Argonauts. So it's going to be based off the same system as Hercules and the 12 Labors. That is coming on May 7th to backer kit. So that's going to be the Jason and the Argonauts storyline. So if you really like this era and the mythos, definitely check this one out. Hercules and the 12 Labors is a hot game. The booth was swarmed when I got there. Really, really excited for that there. IB Studios swung by there, and I was able to, I don't want to say preview anything because I kind of dive in and buy all of their games anyways, but there was some new stuff there that I had mentioned in my preview video that I was able to snag. So I did pick up Graft, which is the card drafting version of Tend, which I'm excited to get to the table. and Pillars of Fate, which is their 2-player Veiled Fate, which has been reviewed as fantastic. So I'm really excited to get my hands on that and play that. Also grabbed their Time to Panic, which is a kind of a, I don't want to call it a party game, but it's a little party game adjacent. So a co-op game there. I don't know too much about it, but I'm excited to dive in. I'll get you some more information about it. I'll put a link down in the chat below. Sorry, Ivy. So really excited to give that one a play. Went up to First Look. I'm going to spend a lot more time in First Look today. Get to play through a bunch of games up there. Probably going to live up there through the evening tonight after my Cosmere game. But one that I did get to play is called Chlor. It is a set collection game where you are, let me see if I remember the storyline correctly, you have demons that are trying to squash dragon eggs, and you are trying to collect the demons and get rid of them and relay the dragon eggs while squashing your opponent's dragon eggs. What's clever about it is it's not really your opponent's eggs per se, because the way that you're going to score is whoever has the most of a certain color demon is going to score that color eggs on the board. So you can kind of shift your strategy as you go. You don't have to be like, I'm playing green, I'm just going to get the green demons. So you get to kind of shift your play style as you go. Really fun game, fun enough that I ran down to Zulu's, my favorite we'll call it eclectic game shop here at PAX. I think we've spoken about them quite a bit in the past. Love them over at Zulu's, and they did have a copy of that, so I did go ahead and grab that as well. And then the last thing that I recall seeing yesterday was I did get to go ahead and take a look at the demo of Wispwood from Cardboard Alchemy. The artwork on it is just as gorgeous as it looked online, and it's a little bit of a bigger game than I was expecting it to be. But that one, you're playing druids tending a forest. You're going to build your asymmetry through your characters through different abilities and worshiping the, I am blanking on exactly what they are, but they're basically forest spirits that you are worshiping to. Beautiful game, bag builder. I'm all in. I mean, what else do I have to say? It's a bag builder. I'm all in. So I am really excited about my first day at PAX. I think that we had a good time. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, we swung by the Cardboard Alchemy party, and I got to play Flamecraft Duals last night. And that one is really fun, so I'm excited to get my copy on that. But that was a really good time. We went out to the Queen and the Rook and had some really great food and got to play some games with some good friends and hang out with some people that I only get to hang out with once a year or so when I come to PAX. So that was really exciting, and got to meet the designer of Flamecraft Duals. And yeah, it was just an all-around great evening. So that was a good time and has amped up my excitement for Flamecraft Duals even more. Very clever little abstract game. Sorry, I am only half a coffee in when I am filming this, so you get my rambling morning diatribe here. So yeah, so I'm about to dive into day 2 of PAX. I'm going to try to get you up a follow-up video either tonight or tomorrow to let you know how day 2 went. But with that, please do like and subscribe to the channel if you like what you are seeing. Leave some comments down below if I need to see anything at PAX that I haven't seen yet, which I am sure that there is things like that. And let me know if you want to meet up and play some games. I'll be up in First Look. So hope to see you here, and thank you for joining us on our board game adventures.